Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? It's your boy Ryan here. We are live. Okay, hope you guys like this particular format. A lot of you guys wanted to see me play this game, and you wanted to see gameplay while I talk, so hopefully the game audio isn't too loud, but I shall fix that if it needs to be fixed. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk about this. Topic of the day. Okay, timed exclusives. Are they needed? Do we really care about them? Do they make a difference? Very simple to the point. Let's look at the time exclusives that we had so far. You look at, Xbox with the time exclusivity of Tomb Raider. Notice how Tomb Raider sales did not get impacted whatsoever. Like, it didn't really make a big difference in their sales. The Xbox sales were still pretty meh for the most part. And then when it finally launched for the PlayStation 4 the following year, they were higher. You know what I'm saying? The thing is this. You're better off for real exclusives because that gives somebody a real incentive to invest in, as opposed to you just waiting for another year just to get it. You know what I'm saying? People have no problem waiting for a year, especially on PlayStation side when they have such a big diversity in terms of games to choose from. You know what I'm saying? PlayStation dudes have no problem waiting an additional year to play something. They have no problem. Why would they have a problem with that? There's no point in that. You know, there's no point in them, or there's no problem with them waiting an additional year. Yeah, sure, it's a little unfortunate they can't play it day one, sure. But again, do they really need it? Nope, they don't need it, nor do they care for it. And look at that glitch right there. Look at that glitchy start. That's pretty funny. Anyway, so back to what I was saying. Looking at everything that's happened, right, for this generation, all the games that's coming out, all the empty promises and everything like that, again, timed exclusives make your situation worse than what it already is, if you think about it. It really does make your situation a lot more worse. You see, when I think of timed exclusivity, right, when I think of that, and I look at the gaming market, and I see that the gaming market not only is not being affected by this, but your shares and everything are plummeting, then that should tell you that, there's something wrong here, that there's something that, that there's a problem here that you're not fixing. If you have nothing but timed exclusives on your console, what makes you think somebody's going to go and spend an additional $500 for this console just to play that timed exclusive, and then, you know what I'm saying? And then go around and like, oh yeah, I got the game, and then oh look, a year passed and it's on the PS4. They look stupid. That's just what I'm saying. You don't need timed exclusives. You need real exclusives. Timed exclusives are cool. Oh, they're like okay, but again, it's like they're not needed, and overall they're just stupid. And really, I think they're anti-consumer anyway. What's the point of timed exclusives? Just like this whole Call of Duty thing with the timed DLC thing. Really, who cares? Who cares about timed DLC? Call of Duty is trash. Who cares? But yet, again, they're still pushing that whole timed DLC thing over just real games. You know what I'm saying? That's what I don't like. I don't like Activision's practice. I don't like that whole concept. And ironically, Microsoft is the main reason we're looking at these timed retarded deals. You guys remember last gen, Microsoft started this retarded trend with the whole timed exclusive DLC thing. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. It really is what it is. I'm not a big fan of it, nor will I ever support it, man. I just won't. I can't support it. You know, I can't get behind timed DLCs because timed DLCs are pointless to invest in. They don't really give me an incentive to buy a console. They just don't. What's the point of timed DLC when I can get it a year later and add that to my already grown library on PS4 or PC or Nintendo? You know what I'm saying? What's the point? There's no reason. There's no reason for it. So, again, people are going to probably look at that weird, but really, it's not, it's common sense, man. It's really common sense. Are you really going to spend $500 for a game like Rise of the Tomb Raider or the next Tomb Raider, right? Like, let's be real here. Square Enix does that again, which I highly doubt they'll do it, but they do it again, whatever. More power to Square Enix. But if they do that for the Xbox One X and they push it, right, for the Xbox One X, they're like, oh yeah, 4K, 4K settings, right, beautiful graphics, okay. They push that for, for Rise of, or the next Tomb Raider game. Are you going to spend $500 just to play a game that you know for a fact that you can play on the PS4 the following year? Are you going to do that? Are you going to do that? No, you're not. Look at that retarded death. That was stupid. My teammate's fine, but I push ahead just a little bit and I die. Anyway, besides the point. So, are you really going to do that? Or do you really care for that? Me personally, I do not care for time exclusivity. When you got people bragging about timed exclusivity and they're like, oh yeah, ponies are mad because of time exclusivity, everybody's looking at you with like, with literally just rolling their eyes in the back of your head like, what again? What'd you just say? Who cares about a timed exclusive? Who cares? Is the game going to change the landscape of the market? Is that game going to increase, the point of somebody to invest in the Xbox? Yeah, come on, really think about it. Write that down on paper, okay? Let's look at the PS4 Pro and everything, right? What is your reason to buy a PS4 and a PS4 Pro? Games that you can't get anywhere else besides a PlayStation. That's the reason to buy a PS4 or, or a console like that. Nintendo Switch. What's the point of investing in a Nintendo Switch? Mario, Pokemon, Zelda, games you can only get on the Nintendo platform. Let's look at Xbox. What is the reason to invest in Xbox again? Halo? Oh, wait, no, I can play Halo on a different platform. Gears, I can play that on a different platform. Forza, I definitely can play that on a different platform. So again, what's the point of me investing in this? Overall, Microsoft spends too much time. They waste too much time, really, and they waste too much they just waste too much good resources into putting money into something that shouldn't even be looked at. What's the point of putting your R&D, your time and effort, in timed exclusive deals for games to come out for your platform for a whole year, as opposed to you just sitting down with your studios? You know what I'm saying? Looking at them like as the way they should be looked at, and that's individuals, and that's talented individuals at that, and give them the ability to make the games that will make your console flourish. What's the point of not doing that? Why are you not doing that? Why aren't you letting your developers create the games that matter? Why? Why aren't you doing this? Why are you pushing so hard for this multiplayer games? Multiplayer games are cool and all. Yes, they make up a good chunk of a console's sales, but let's be real here. Multi-platform games only sell so well because they're on multiple consoles. That's why they're called multi-platform games. Of course, the retards want to lie and say, oh, it's all about multi-platform games, and then they look stupid in the comment section, and then they look even more dumb when they try to use that against YouTubers like myself, and they get destroyed. But again, it is what it is. I digress. You know what I'm saying? I digress. I already know somebody's going to look at this. They're probably going to listen to my tone and be like, oh, you're just hating on Xbox. No, I'm looking at it like this, man. What kind of YouTuber am I? Am I a YouTuber who lies to you? Am I a YouTuber who just direct to you? Or am I a YouTuber that tells it like it is whenever it needs to be said? You see, at the end of the day, I'm a gamer. But at the same time, I'm also a consumer. Okay, I'm a consumer on PC. I'm a consumer on PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo. I am a consumer. I go where the deal is. I go where the value is. Okay, Microsoft has no value with the Xbox brand. There's just no value. There's no point for me to invest into it. And that's just a God honest truth. There's no value in the console, people. No value. So with that being said, why should I even pay them any mind? Why should I jump out my seat and scream, Xbox, you know what I'm saying? Why should I do that? There's no value in that. I'm being a consumer at the end of the day. I'm a consumer who's going for the best value. When I look at the market, when I look at the games, when I look at the software, everything of that nature, it all screams PlayStation and Nintendo this gen. PlayStation and Nintendo this gen have the platforms and the software to please the consumer like myself. Microsoft does not have no such thing. You guys already see the desperation. They're trying so hard to push, oh my god, Assassin's Creed Origins, man. I don't know if you guys see the new bundle. Yes, another bundle, just like that failed Assassin's Creed Unity bundle. Remember that game? Remember that, right? Remember that? I know you guys remember that. I know you guys remember Unity. But they have another bundle for Assassin's Creed, for this time for the Xbox One X and Xbox One S or whatever. I think it's Xbox One S, but again, they're hyping up their partnership with Microsoft for the Xbox One X. You look at that and you just scratch your head like, okay, Assassin's Creed looks good, but again, it's Assassin's Creed. And me personally, I'm not kidding with you guys. You guys already know I'm a big Assassin's Creed fan, but this new Assassin's Creed, I'm not feeling it all the way. I am not feeling this new Assassin's Creed. I'm not liking the combat. I'm not liking the choices that they made for this game. I really am not. I'm glad there's no multiplayer. Sure, that's a plus, but Even though I was good at the multiplayer wasn't really that bad to me. It just wasn't necessary. You know what I'm saying? Some things don't need multiplayer, and Assassin's Creed is one. They don't really need multiplayer. So, again, I was kind of just, 50-50 for that. But, again, it just, what's the point in 2017? What's the point? We look at the software coming out this month in general. We got a major game coming out this month, and that's not Assassin's Creed. Well, actually, Assassin's Creed also comes out, I think, this month or next month. We have, South Park coming out this month. We have, it's a lot of games coming, man. And again, who cares? Who cares? Who really cares about these timed exclusives? Do you care about timed exclusive deals? Do you care about timed exclusive games? Because something tells me you don't. 9 times out of 10, I highly doubt you don't. I highly doubt it. And it's okay if you do. It's okay if you do care about timed exclusive deals, but that doesn't help your argument, and nor does it make your console look that better. It just doesn't. Your console will look that inferior if they just rely on deals as opposed to creating their own first-party talent. Let's be real here. A lot of you morons on the internet, especially in the Xbox camp, I'm sorry I call you morons, but let's be real here. Most of you act that way. But most of these morons in the Xbox camp who talk about Microsoft's profits, almost how Microsoft has more money than Sony, Nintendo, and everybody, right? They have more money than God, and they can buy and sell Sony and Nintendo. Okay. With that being said, all that money that they have, and yet you guys are still being shafted. You guys are still not getting any games in the long run. They have not given you a single true exclusive since the launch and branding of the Xbox One X. So again, what's the point of timed exclusive deals? Are timed exclusive deals really worth the point? Like, is it really worth the time or day? No. They're not worth the time or day. They're not worth anybody's time. At the end of the day, timed exclusive deals make you cringe at the long run. Or in the long run, they make you cringe. And that's just common sense. We can complain about Sony, being against crossplay, sure. But again, who cares about crossplay? Nobody. Especially when the crossplay is on games that nobody's going to play crossplay on to begin with. Nobody cares about Minecraft crossplay. Nobody. Nobody cares about crossplay with no these other crappy games. Nobody cares, man. Nothing major. If it was something like Star Wars Battlefront 2, Star Wars Battlefront in general, crossplay, I'd be down with that. But you already saw a taste of what happens when you have crossplay enabled anyway. The moment something stupid like, oh, an Xbox dude beats a PlayStation dude in a game, or the moment, it shows like these ridiculous stats come out, like from these fake channels, right? These fake Xbox channels, like, or these fake Xbox news sites, and too. But the moment something like that comes out, they go, "Oh yeah, by the way, Xbox dudes are better than shooters than PlayStation dudes." The moment something stupid like that happens, they just gonna run with that. And I mean, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. That's just how it is, man. That's how it is. But, I mean, is there anything else I need to say about this whole timed exclusive thing? I mean, it's cool if you like it. You can like timed exclusives. You can like timed exclusives. You can support timed exclusives. But me personally, I mean, it just, I'm torn. I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss when it comes to timed exclusives. They don't do anything for the game console. They don't add no incentive for the console. And as you guys clearly see, I get Darth Maul. And we pretty much lose. Because my team sucked. Pretty much sucks. Look at this. Defeated. Exactly. But that's pretty much it, though. I mean, I got nothing else to say, man. I got nothing else to say. I mean, the whole time the exclusive deal was just a cop-out for Microsoft to just be lazy and to not give true incentive for the consumer to invest in. And that's just the God-honest truth, man. It's the God-honest truth. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. That's it, man. Thank you guys again for over 1,600 subscribers. And I'm out of here. Deuces.